back BookTube, it's Stephanie, and today I'm going to share with you all the books that I read in February. In February I finished 4 books and I DNF'd 1, so yeah, I'm going to talk about those. And yeah, I didn't have the best reading month in February, and honestly the book that I DNF'd was partly the reason, because sucked the joy out of it a little bit. And that was yeah, let's start with that one. That was The Daughter of the Moon Goddess, and I don't remember the author's name, but yeah, unfortunately I did not care for it. It just was boring, and it also has a couple of things like I could get her shock, like I can get the shock in the beginning, but why didn't her mother tell her that she was living in a prison? We're not talking about like a middle grade book, we're talking about a YA, and I would argue, at least the part that I read, a very low YA book. So it's like it's on the verge of me, from the part that I read, that I would say that it's verging on being a middle grade. So yeah, I was so bored. Will I continue it? Probably not. I was really intrigued by the mythology and things like that, but it was so boring. So as for the 4 books that I finished in February, the first one was a small fiction, an illustrated collection of little stories, sorry, by James Mark Miller. And this is someone that I follow on Twitter, who basically put up Twitter stories. So each Twitter post is a story. Sometimes they are like a couple of links, but in this one it's solely focused on just one. And I think it's at a small fiction. Basically you can go in on and you can see for yourself. I adore these. I follow several accounts that has these short stories. I'm just gonna double check. At a small fiction. So yeah, you can try that and see if there's anything that you like about it, but I definitely need to get more of these books to support people that I follow on Twitter and on Instagram, even though I have not gone in on Instagram for over a year or 2. Maybe not 2 years, but definitely over a year. But yeah, definitely would recommend this. If nothing else, just look it up on Twitter. Then I felt to do a reread, so I picked up All Systems Red by Martha Wells, and this is the first novella in the Murderbot Diaries series. I adore Murderbot, and there are more books coming. I can't wait, and I can't wait for her new fantasy that's coming out this autumn either. I do need to get to the Rexura series as well. Yes, I know, but I adore this series. I gave it 5 stars, and in this one we are following a sec unit who basically managed to hack into its governor module because something happened in its life, which basically it went on a rampage and killed its client that it had at the time. But in this one, Murderbot's focus is on protecting this crew that for some reason, yeah, something happens. I don't know. I really love Murderbot, and I can't wait to read more. And I just need to keep on rereading this series. I don't know why I haven't yet. Then I finished a non-fiction, and that is Jag så här, absurda vetenskapliga lösningar på verkliga problem by Randall Monroe. This is translated by Joachim Retzlaff. And the English title is How to, Absurd Scientific Advice for Common Real World Problems. So we have this chapter 7, How to Move. And it goes into like the classic, first you need to pack things up, then different ways of moving things in ridiculous ways to move to another location. And yeah, this is fun. would highly recommend it. If nothing else, the first book that I read by him was What If, in which he answers questions, no matter what they are, he answers them. It's fun. And then the last thing I finished, this was just solely to finish off the prompt of, let's see here, subscription box, because yeah, and I did get this in a loot crate when I still had that, and that's Newt Scamander, a movie scrapbook. I got this when Fantastic Beasts were coming out. I found out that there were a suggestion of just having, like, following Newt when he discovers all these magical beasts, and like, I would have wanted that instead. I'm sorry, that just sounds brilliant. But yeah, movie scrapbook, nothing really, some information with some pullouts and art by Mina Lima. It was fine, I liked it, and now I can put it on another shelf instead of being on my to read non-fiction shelf. So those were the 4 books and 1 DNF that I had in February. What did you read in February? What was your favorite book in February? And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye!